Picture this. You're standing in a packed train terminal in Japan during peak hours. Waves of commuters move with urgency. Announcements echo overhead, yet the atmosphere feels remarkably composed. Then you notice a small child beside a parent, calm, observant, completely settled. No tablet, no tears, just quiet presence. It makes you pause and ask, why do so many caregivers in the United States describe daily battles over tantrums, while families in Japan are often associated with smoother public behavior? If your first thought is, they must be harsher, the explanation may be the opposite. The contrast frequently comes down to how adults approach connection, expectations, and emotional guidance. There's a mindset shift many parents in the U.S. were never taught, and once it clicks, everyday conflicts start to look very different. If your home sometimes feels like a loop of repeating instructions, rising voices, and frustration, stay with me. This may reframe cooperation entirely. Many of us in the United States grew up with a behavior-focused model. Good actions bring rewards. Unwanted actions bring consequences. Over time, this can turn into a familiar cycle, you ask. Your child resists. You repeat. Your tone tightens. Eventually, tension rises. Compliance may happen, but often with stress attached. Here's the hidden issue. When interactions escalate, a child's stress response activates. In that state, the brain shifts away from reasoning and toward defense. The very skills parents want listening, flexibility, self-control, become harder to access. What appears as defiance is frequently a nervous system under strain. Increasing pressure can unintentionally deepen resistance. An alternative approach, often highlighted when discussing parenting patterns in Japan, emphasizes guidance over force. Instead of asking, "How do I make my child obey?" it asks, "How do I create conditions where cooperation feels natural?" This perspective relies on simple but powerful relational practices that strengthen trust and reduce power struggles. Number 1. Discipline as modeling. Discipline becomes something children learn from observation. Calm responses, respectful language, and steady limits communicate expectations more effectively than intensity. Number 2. Connection as the foundation. Warm, responsive interactions help children feel secure. When emotional safety is present, children are generally more open to direction and correction. Number 3. The power of proximity. Moving closer, lowering to the child's level, and speaking calmly naturally reduces defensiveness and captures attention without escalating tension. Number 4. Teaching social awareness. Guidance framed around impact encourages empathy. Children gradually learn to consider how their actions affect others rather than reacting purely from impulse. Number 5. Building patience and regulation. Acknowledging emotions while maintaining boundaries helps children tolerate frustration. Over time, this strengthens emotional regulation. Imagine a common scene in the U.S. A child asks for something at a store, is told no, and distress escalates. One path leads to sharper tones and rising stress. Another path involves the adult moving closer, validating the feeling, holding the limit, and remaining composed. The emotional outcome often differs dramatically. Number 6. Encouraging contribution. Participation in small responsibilities fosters belonging. Children who feel like valued contributors often show fewer power-driven conflicts. Number 7. Reflective communication. Naming and reflecting feelings can prevent escalation. Feeling understood frequently lowers resistance and emotional intensity. Number 8. Consistent emotional modeling. Children internalize the emotional patterns they repeatedly witness. Stability and predictability shape long-term responses to stress. To make this practical, think in 4 anchors: connect, relate, guide, demonstrate, connect before correcting, presence before instruction, relate to the feeling, recognition calms tension, guide with steady limits, predictability creates security, demonstrate the behavior you want repeated. Change may feel subtle at first. When dynamics shift, children may briefly intensify reactions as they test the new pattern. Stability is crucial during this phase. Calm consistency gradually reshapes interactions. For challenging environments, preparation helps. Discuss expectations ahead of time. Rehearse responses. Reducing uncertainty lowers emotional overload. The deeper transformation isn't about labeling Japan or the United States as better or worse. It's about recognizing that cooperation often grows from emotional safety and relational consistency, rather than force. Here's a simple starting point. Today, create one moment of connection, without correction. Sit near your child. Share attention. No fixing, just presence. Tomorrow, practice proximity. Replace distant commands with calm, close communication. Sustained over days, small relational shifts can significantly change how children respond and regulate, regardless of where you're parenting.